We all know that one person that changes their phone every year. Well, not me though, because I tend to use my phone until it breaks or something terrible happens to it. Or maybe when someone gives me a phone, which I would definitely not say no. And I always welcome such gifts. But anyway, so this is my phone, and this is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. And from the look of this device, it's still in good condition with no scratches whatsoever. And up to this day, this phone holds up pretty well for all tasks and everything that I need to do on it. I don't use my phone a lot, but at the same time, I use it for quite a couple of tasks. So let's dive right into what's on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. Yeah, let's go. So first on my phone is my lock screen, which is a picture that I found on Twitter. And there are a couple of widgets on my lock screen. And the first one is the Headway widget, which tracks my progress in reading summaries of books. And from the looks of it, I haven't done any today. But the next one is the weather widget, which tells me about the weather. And the last one is my fitness summary. So let's go on to the home screen. My wallpaper is the Warner Bros. Black and yellow wallpaper. I'm really a fan of black and yellow put together. So let's move on to some of the applications and widgets on my home screen. Now, the first on the widgets from the left of the screen is the Bible app widget. I mostly use this app to read my daily quotations and also read Bible text. The next widget app is the Headway widget app that I talked about earlier on the lock screen. And for those that don't know what Headway is, it's an app that lets you read the summaries of non-fiction books. And you can also use it as an audiobook if you don't want to read and you prefer to listen instead. This app, I think, comes with a cost, and it's also a subscription-based service.
Chapter 7. Growth is a constant occurrence.
Below the Headway widget is my fitness app widget, which I use to track my movement and workouts when I do work out. Now for the apps on the right, the first one is my Messages app. And this is basically my main form of communication and also my favorite place to text and reply to people. The next one is the calendar, and I think I have this on here just to see the date and date. The next app is the Wallet app, and I barely take my wallet with me whenever I go outside because I have all my credit cards linked to my Wallet app, and it's easier to use Apple Pay wherever I go, either to get gas or get food. The Clock app, and that is where I set my alarm and also keep track of the time in other places that I have friends at, so I would know the best time to reach out to them. And right below the Clock app, I have the Camera and the Photos app side by side. And one thing that I love about this phone is the ability to shoot 4K footage, and also the camera quality takes amazing pictures. Next on the list is the Notes app, which is what I use to take notes when I'm out and about. The Reminders app, and this is probably the least used app on my iPhone. And the reason why I still have it here is because it complements the Notes app. It's like they look good together. The next two are the Maps and the Weather app. The Maps is used to activate Apple Maps to navigate to any place that I want to. And the Weather app is used to know the weather of either my current location or the weather of places that I'm about to go. The next one is the SofaScore, and that is where I check my football scores and also get to know the lineups of each game before it starts. The last on this page is the Settings app for the iPhone. Now let's move on to the second page on my iPhone. The first one is the social media folder, which consists of WhatsApp, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. So out of all these apps, the ones that I use the most would be Instagram and Twitter. And you can give me a follow on both of these apps with the profile names on display. The next folder is the travel folder. I have the Delta app, American Airlines, the Frontier, Airbnb, Hopper, Booking.com, Turo, Uber, and Lyft. And the way I've arranged this is because the first 3 are airlines, the next 3 are places to sleep. The Airbnb, the Hopper, and Bookings.com are to find hotels, and Turo, Uber, and Lyft are a means of transportation. The next folder is named as Tizi. A direct translation in English would be to eat. And this has all the fast foods and places that I like to order food from. It has Chipotle, Subway, Yelp, which is used to book reservations. I use it sometimes to book reservations to certain restaurants and stuff. You have the Longhorn Steakhouse, the Buffalo Wild Wings, McDonald's, Wingstop, IHOP, and Smoothie King. When it comes to my games folder, I have the Candy Crush, Toon Blast, Rocket League, Spades Royale, PUBG Mobile, Blackjack, and 8-Ball Pool. And I think out of all these, I used to be a really good fan of PUBG, but then I don't play PUBG no more, but I just like it on my phone. But out of all these games, I think the one that I play the most is Blackjack and Rocket League. And moving on to the next folder, that would be the finance folder. So I have Robinhood, which is for investments, Cash App for sending and receiving money, US Bank, Experian, and Credit Karma for checking my credit score. And onto the clothing folder, I have Fashion Nova, Adidas, Boohooman, Shein, Nike, and ASOS, which are places that I shop or buy clothes from. And the last app on my phone is the Creativity app, which basically consists of YouTube, my Gmail connected to my YouTube Studio, my Google Drive, Google Docs, and CapCut. And I think I forgot to talk about my dock. I have my phone, Safari, Mail, and Apple Music. And if you swipe to the very far right is the app library, which I don't think I would want to go through all that. So yeah, that is how my phone looks like and how I try to keep myself sane in this world of technology. It's somewhat simplistic, but if you have an app that you think I should try and it will be useful for me, let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time I upload. Take care and bye.